arriving at my own writing came quite late in life. So I'm a practicing artist and a filmmaker, and I used to write to support the films I was making. And then there was a film, maybe 2018, 19, where I realized that the writing that supported the film was of more interest to me than the film that happened. And I realized I'd been writing always to make something, and thinking that's the direction I had to go in because I was trained in fine art. And I just realized this piece of writing was better than the film that came out of it. And it started a whole new way of thinking about writing practice and studio practice and the relation between the two things. I think I've described it before, and lots of us on the scheme described it as a door opening that felt like it had been closed for a long time. Because if you're outside of it, it's like this mysterious, from a pencil and a piece of paper to a book, was just like, how does that happen? How do I understand it? So I've had mentoring, I've had workshops, I've got a peer network that I'm still in touch with and I love very much. And I had then, so we had kind of pockets of mentoring that was specific, and then I was really lucky to get Canan Jones as my longer term mentor and friend and incredible writer. So that was the real gift, was that we had this long-term relationship in between all of the smaller pieces of nuggets of information along the way. I was mentored by Canan Jones, and it's an absolute gift, and it's somebody whose writing I admire. And he joked about me turning up with this wheelbarrow of stuff that kind of was everything I thought a room above a shop was going to be. But at that time, it was scenes and fragments and pieces that I sort of understood how they fitted together. So it was the mentoring with Canan over that period of time, like over a whole year, and we've chatted about it since, that brought that novel into being. And that's absolutely true. The support that I got from Literature Wales, to have a mentor like Canan Jones, to actually excavate what I wanted. So not directing me, but sometimes bringing me to the edge of problems, sometimes talking about narrative threads, produced this book. Like, pencil scribbles became a thing. So from representing Wales, then some next steps for me, I applied for and I was successful for their Hey Writers at Work scheme, which is an intense 9 days of day and night kind of living and learning and experiencing other writers. And from that, this is absolutely true. From that, I met my agent, and things started to roll terrifyingly fast towards my agent. Then got the manuscript, it went out on submission, it got to Granta. I've been working with Granta since 2 years ago, so 2024 onwards, and then the book published in 25. And now it's quite an odd one, because I'm here as a tutor. So I've kind of switched places, and I was unconfident about how that would work, but I'm really happy that I'm now part of another peer network, and I'm encouraging this group of 14 people who've met 3 days ago, that they are now in a network where they can kind of find their peers like I did, and things roll from there. Like, you never know what's coming next. My anxiety beforehand about finding the right answer or not messing up was misplaced, because there isn't a right answer and there isn't a kind of messing up. It's just a process of finding the thing that's right for you. And it took me a long while to take the pressure off, realize that this wasn't academic learning, which was never my forte, but it was actually a process. And finding my process was the thing that was a pleasant surprise. Like, I wasn't going to mess it up. Literature Wales has fundamentally been a developing tool in everything I've been doing, from understanding how the whole thing works, but also developing the writing to do what I needed it to do. I wouldn't be where I am today without it, but that's actually true. The writing was happening, and then with this parallel support of Literature Wales through many different schemes, and I've been very lucky in that, then the writing becomes a book that's in the world, and then the book that's in the world is leading to the next thing, and I'm just feeling like it's pushing all the buttons for me at the moment.